Right, so the next topic is talking about, I think it's supposed to say PvP experience, as opposed to PvE experience in our notes.
Well, it's an easy way to check. I'm going to click on the link.
Ooh.
Very sure it's PvE. No, PvE.
Oh, so player versus everyone?
Everything. So, bots. That's what's commonly referred to as player versus AI.
Right, okay. So, the issue brought up says that the only thing that this individual the original poster has found to be crappy about the game is that after a certain point of XP, sorry, let me rephrase that. There's an XP cap on
PvE.
how much you can get in a day or 24-hour period of experience from playing against bots.
Yes.
The individual says that they do not like being forced to play a game mode if they don't want to. They say that they don't plan on playing quick matches or Hero League or Team League because it's not fun for them. So being limited to an XP cap of 2.5 million per day just because they like playing against bots isn't right. They say, if anything, just limit it to the profile and still let those of us who love PvE get XP for our character skills. So I think what they're suggesting is saying that you have a profile that is specifically, you nominate that it's specifically against bots, and that's all you play against.
Okay. I personally have no interest currently in Hero League or Team League. I have no issue with quick matches, but I do typically play against bots because they're faster games. You know, like one of the reasons why I'm so much of a Warframe nut is because typically it's a very fast-paced game. And the reason why HOTS draws my attention a lot more than something like League of Legends is because it's a very fast-paced game. I have no issue with playing quick matches, in fact I have done recently. But I do feel that there is some argument to be made that why should I be forced to play against people? Because not only are you playing against other players, more often than not you're having to deal with your teammates. There have been instances where I have played with some individuals in a quick match, and this happens more in quick matches than bot matches, that they become exceptionally ragey. Yeah, they rage so heavily because they're losing. And sometimes it's because their team isn't up to their standard, or it's because they are doing crazy mistakes and they're blaming out on their team. And it's not an appealing scenario, especially for me. The fact that Blizzard turned around and actually put in this, you can mute the team chat instead of the party chat, I think is brilliant. But still, I wonder if there is some merit to this. Your thoughts?
My experience with reaching the XP cap only really came about when I got the Stim Pack reward for reaching, is it level 10?
Was there a Stim Pack reward?
There is.
Yes, there is. Yeah, level 10, you get a 7-day Stim
Level
Pack.
10. I was experiencing that. Now, I don't particularly like playing with quick match games with people I don't know and people I can't communicate through a voice chatting system. I think that the act of having to stop and type out instructions to get into specifics of strategy with people, it takes up a lot of time, and it's not as if you're allowed to talk to people while the loading screen is coming up, and you're only allowed to talk when you're in game. You know, if there was some sort of system for communicating while the loading screen was coming up about strategies for a particular map, I might be a bit more happy with this XP cap issue remaining as is. But when you have a stim pack and you're not able to play quick match in the way that you want to, or if you only want to play versus bots, it's frustrating because you reach that cap so quickly with the stim pack, and then it tells you, right, you can still play, but you're not going to get any experience for it. I don't like that aspect of it. I understand the difference in experience that you get from bots versus from people, because obviously playing against bots you're dealing with a different kind of intelligence than with people. You know, there's that unpredictability of group mentality that's thrown in there that it's difficult to simulate with bots. So it's actually more difficult, in my opinion, to go against a team of people, of human players, than a team of bots. So I do get the experience difference that you get, but however, the cap is something I'm not happy with. So I suppose I agree with you, although I've only experienced it in that scenario when I've had the stim pack. So I guess I don't play enough with it, in on my day-to-day, I don't play enough that I ever reach that experience cap.
Well, I understand that currently XP cap is actually based on a 24-hour instant. So, yeah. If you say you play at 3 PM in the afternoon, that would be the first instance of the 24-hour cap. And if you max out at midnight, the earliest you can play again to get XP again is after 3 PM the next day. I don't like that, because it forces you to this I think regime's the right word? Or
yeah. Playing schedule.
Yeah, you have to have this playing schedule, and I don't agree to that whatsoever, because my days are very all over the place, especially with a full-time job. Sometimes I'll be working late evenings, sometimes I'll be working early mornings, and yeah, no, I don't like that idea at all. I'd much rather Blizzard turn around and say, 3 in the morning, reset.
But they are dealing with different time zones. You have to remember that.
But
my question is, and I don't know the answer to this, is it easy to individualize that?
Well, it's not one server. It's different regions. You have Europe, America. God.
No, but even within the region, there are different time zones that they would be dealing with. So we end up playing with people who are on the other side of the European region, and they're in a different time zone altogether.
But let's say they did it at 3 AM GMT, right? That's 4 AM BST and 6 AM BST plus 2, right? So BST British summertime. Sorry, just thought I'd throw that one out there. So you could say at 2 a.m. GMT, which is 3 a.m. EST, which is 5 a.m. 2 hours ahead. You know, and I think doing that is perfectly reasonable. Because I'm not entirely sure who would be up still playing at 5 in the morning. But it's going to be this
People
very, very small group. Huh?
There are loads of people that work shift work, and so they work late at night.
Yes,
And
but still 5 in the
shift.
morning. But I still seriously feel that doing a timed reset rather than a 24-hour cycle would be much better. But it would be up to Blizzard to actually find the right time. I mean, when they actually give out new daily quests and things, it's on Hearthstone. I think it's midnight. So, but yeah. Or alternatively, why isn't it bound to the region? Sorry, to the time zone. So
Well, it's like, that was the question I was raising: is are they able to do that? Because what if somebody's a traveler and they play on a laptop?
You can easily find the time zone of an IP address. So everyone's connection to the internet has an external IP address. You can easily find the country of that individual, and thus you can find their time zone. Really easy to do. Like, you've got loads of servers on the internet that actually go, give us an IP address and we'll tell you where they are. We even tell you to the city.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well,
fun fact.
some of the responses to the original post are one that I think is a bit insulting in terms of its phrasing, is they say that PvE isn't even playing the game, belittling people who just want to play against bots or against computer. They rhetorically ask, "Do you know what MOBA even literally stands for?" Which I think that's a bit of a rude statement to make, honestly, because some people, it takes a different level of concentration to play against people, and sometimes you're done, you're finished at the end of the day, you're tired, you don't want, or for whatever reason, you don't want to have to deal with that human element, you just want to play the game against bots.
Additionally, I've discovered this myself. When I'm playing against people, I tend to get quite ragey. Yeah? I get, well, not at my allies, but mostly at myself. Yeah, I get quite anxious, I get ragey, and I don't like it. You know, and it takes quite a lot of effort for me to just play calmly. And the more tired I get, the more of a shouty shout do I become. But one thing I like to point out is, what does what MOBA stand for have anything to do with PvP? MOBA stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. You're still playing with allies. There's still a multiplayer component here.
Yeah. I think the person was just trying to be insulting.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Another point that's brought up is that the XP cap has purpose to it, namely two. One is limiting the people who play PvP's ability to grind heroes and XP to get to level 40, and also to limit people botting. That is, creating a bot to have the character just
play for
you. You set it going, you go away from your computer and it plays for you. I can understand that, but my question is, how is that relevant in this case? Because your character level doesn't really do that much for you as a player. It doesn't improve your skill. It just unlocks rewards.
Well, it unlocks access to Heroes League and Team.
Yeah.
Do I think the statement about botting farming resources is accurate? No, I don't, because what stops them from botting games?
Yeah.
And also, if Blizzard's going to catch them, they'll catch them if they're doing versus AI or versus other players. So I don't really see that statement is that valid. Yes, it'll probably be easier for them to spot them PvP games because your opponents could go, that's clearly a bot, they're acting like an idiot. But yeah, no, I think that statement kind of falls a bit on its butt. But the purpose of limiting people who play PvPs, I don't know, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Limiting people who play PvP's ability to grind heroes and XP to get to level 40.
I think what they're trying to say is that it excludes people from setting up a, to start grinding so that their heroes are stronger in a quick match or Heroes Time or Team League. Sorry, Heroes Time, Hero League or Team League setting. But again, we've already established that, was it level 20 or 25?
For what?
That you unlock all the character talents.
25.
25. You already unlock all the talents for characters, even if they're at level 1.
Yeah. So I just feel that whole statement just falls flat on its butt.
Yeah. I actually see it more as a thing is to prevent people from just constantly playing an easy game for hours on end. Wasn't it, I think it was from you I heard this, that World of Warcraft, after a certain amount of time, they send you a message that says, oh, please go outside.
Oh, no. It's WoW has a message, like a tip on one of the loading screens that says, you can do other things as well as just play World of Warcraft. But no, it's Warframe. Every hour since you log in, it'll say you've been playing for an hour. You might want to consider taking a break.
Yeah, so they're already not just not just Blizzard, but other games engage in this sort of system, either giving you tips, reminding you that there's more to life than just video games.
Yes, but one thing I want to tackle here, the last point in these replies, is the thing is that when there is no XP cap, people start using bots so they get XP fast without doing anything, right? Getting XP from versus AI doesn't get you as much as if you're fighting against people.
Yeah.
So, okay, fine. Having an XP cap is a deterrent, but I'd rather have Blizzard go, we're suspecting you're a bot. We'd like you to put in this, those picture codes.
Yeah,
capture. Yeah, captions. Picture caption things. I'd rather them actually ask you, please enter this in. Yeah, and okay, fine, number, right, and now continue playing. So,
I honestly don't think that's what the cap is for, though, because if that was the case, they'd also limit the gold you get, because you can still continue playing.
No, they cut you off the gold as well.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think that's actually stated here, but they cut you off XP and gold. but they still allow you to play. But I mean, if you're just doing it for fun, then
What's the point? Yeah.
what's the deal? What's the big deal about missing out on XP and gold?
Will the character levels still go up? That's another question I have.
No.
I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I have a criticism about, is within the context of having a stim pack.
Yeah.
You then reach that cap really quickly, and if your goal is to level your characters to level 5 or higher, so you get all your characters at level 5 for the gold bonus.
Yeah.
That is a big problem for me.
No, I think you still get the gold bonus.
Especially if you paid for it.
Yeah. Right. Okay then. I think we've come to a hearty conclusion. I think certainly that you should be allowed to have a PvP experience. If it's legitimately for bots, then I don't think that's I don't think that's solved by putting an XP cap on it. So yeah.
I mean, the way I see it is that, again, this is only from my perspective. The XP cap only becomes a problem in the context of stim packs. Specifically, the ones, if you pay for a stim pack, I think that the XP cap should just be dropped while you're in that stim pack time period.
No, I don't. I think that either they should remove the cap, or they should actually, for everyone, or not at all, because just buying a stim pack. I mean, stim packs last days, and yeah,
they do last days, but not everybody has 24 hours a day to play the game.
No, but if they do have this bot thing, which is apparently a concern, if you're listening to this and you think the bots thing is a concern, please comment in the comment section below. If bots are a serious problem, then that could potentially massively open it up for a flaw. I don't think they're a problem, but if they are, that would make it worse.
Okay. I see what you're getting at. But still, I think if there was another solution to then address the bot issue, the stim pack issue is something that, like what you suggested, like, we suspect that you're a robot. Please prove that you're a human by doing this thing.
Yeah. Okay then. So right, I think we're done now.
Yeah, and that is the final topic for today.
Cool. Right. Well, yes, we shall see you, lovely people, next time. If you, actually, want to say, if anyone actually has any topics that they would like us to discuss or anything, please feel free to actually add them in the description below. Sorry, in the comment section below.
Or you can tweet me.
Yeah, you can tweet us as well. Both the Twitter's details are actually in the description below. Everything is in the description below.
To get our attention, I recommend putting #HeroesTime. Yes?
Yeah.
For topic suggestions?
Yeah. Yep, totally. Right, okay then. Also, last thing. I'm so totally looking forward to the end of the month with the new battleground to fight on.
Ooh, yes.
Right, okay. Anyway, right. Okay, well, we will see you next week.
Bye!